Hello and welcome everyone to the 15-minute time limit podcast, and this is our Royal Rumble preview and prediction show. Royal Rumble, obviously one of the big papers of the year for WWE and one of the more exciting events they put together, and this year is no exception, especially with the addition of a second Royal Rumble match, the first ever women's Royal Rumble match, which I will also be talking about in this episode. So where do I begin is the real question. I guess I will talk about the open challenge for the United States Championship with your champion Bobby Roode. I mean, I don't know what to think. Dolph Ziggler comes back, or Baron Corbin finally. Did he ever get his rematch when he lost the belt the first time? I mean, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Bobby Roode retains the United States Championship for this open challenge. The belt's on him now, and he should be the U.S. champ till WrestleMania, maybe even past WrestleMania. Give him a good, solid first title run. Why not? I'm just looking at the match card 2 here, and Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Balor Club versus the Revival in a tag team match. I guess let's go with the Balor Club. The boys from the Balor Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They got the win on Monday Night Raw 2, the 25th anniversary. So I believe this will be a better matchup, though. I mean, on Raw it was kind of a squash match. It happened near the end. They were running out of time. They had to do something, and they did what they did. And the Revival I think, will lose again this time, but it'll be a better match. And they're all four of those guys are good wrestlers, so it'll definitely be a better match at the Royal Rumble than it was at Raw 25. From that tag, we go to a 6-man tag match, 205 Live, Kalisto, Dorado, and Grand Metalik versus TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. Well, how 205 Live has drastically changed over this past week in professional wrestling, with Enzo Amore getting fired. So, shocking allegations for sure. But I think this one will be a quick one for the pay-per-view. Just it's kind of a throw-in. I guess, I don't know, the good guys win, Kalisto's team. I'm really not into that much 205 Live. I don't get a lot of it, but I do watch the highlights. Don't get me wrong, wrestling fans. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Kalisto, Dorado, and Grand Metalik winning this match, because why not? Gotta pick somebody. Pay-per-view of tag team matches, and we have both the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles on the line. And Cesaro tongue twister, The Bar, I'll just go with their team name, The Bar, versus Half a Shield with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, your defending tag team champions. I would like to see The Bar win. I'm digging The Bar. I like what they're doing with them. Hopefully The Bar regains the titles. I'm not Jason Jordan. I don't know, man. I just want to boo him every time I see him. Whatever they're doing with him is working, because I just hate the guy's guts. And Seth Rollins, the top 5 guys in WWE, sharing the spotlight with Jason Jordan. I don't know if that's the best situation for Seth Rollins to be in, but you got to elevate young guys like Jason Jordan somehow, so might as well put him with the best. But I hope that The Bar wins this match and wins their belts back. Again, same with Bobby Roode. Maybe they hold on to the straps till WrestleMania. I mean, that's a good point for a good title run from here on into 2018. You win a belt at the Rumble, as long as you can hold on to it till Mania, then you're good. Your title run was good in my books. The Bar has won the Brady a couple times, but why not give them one more chance with them? I mean, I almost did it again. The Bar have been solid since they've been put together as a team. You got two guys, Sheamus and Cesaro, kind of just they were just out there, in Raw after the Superstar shakeup, and now you put them together in this team, and they're doing excellent with it. And it's really elevated both those guys' characters. So hopefully the Bar continues to be a team, even if they don't win the belts at all this year. I'd like to see them continue as a tag team because they're better together than they are separate. And if the day comes when they will eventually split, hopefully Cesaro gets a good rub from all this and he can be elevated to main event status. Hopefully they haven't jumped the shark with him yet, because Cesaro is a very talented superstar and he deserves at least a good, decent run at the top, whether it be on Raw still for the Universal belt or on SmackDown for the WWE belt. I would like to see Cesaro eventually one day in the main event picture. Moving on real quick, I've been yammering for 6+ minutes. The Usos defending their titles against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. The world's greatest tag team 2.0. American Alpha 2.0. I think those guys finally get the win and the belts in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And I think it's obviously going to go to a third fall. So that's how these matches go. And Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin will be your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions at the Royal Rumble. Now on to the WWE Championship Handicap match. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. What? Co-world champions? Sure, let's do it. Let's see that for a change. I want to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn as your co-WWE champions. It'll be refreshing. They are very entertaining as a team, so why not give them a good title run together? They've come up together from the indies. It makes for a nice, cute little story. AJ Styles has, when he dethroned Jinder a few weeks ago, or a few months ago by now, it's the second time with the title. He'll probably win it a few more times, so it's okay for him to drop it at the Royal Rumble to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and also create a little bit of history while we're at it, being the first co-WWE champions. And from there we go to the Universal Championship match, triple threat, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Kane. And Kane, the legend that he is, I think is just a fill-in for this match because we've already seen Brock versus Braun one-on-one. And I think, honestly, I would like to see either Kane or Braun win, but I think it's going to be good easy monies on Brock Lesnar retaining the championship, setting up his big match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. I think, I don't know who takes the loss here, Braun or Kane. I'm going to go with Kane because he's got to be nearing the end of the road as well. He's been at it for 20 plus years. And he's Glenn Jacobs running for mayor in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I don't really see him becoming the champ. Brock Lesnar, Unstoppable Force, the Beast Incarnate, will retain his strap at the Royal Rumble. And that sets up, like I just said, their match at WrestleMania, his match at WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. And how does Roman get to that number one contendership? Well, I don't think he's going to win the Royal Rumble this year. I mean, he won the Rumble back in Philly a few years ago, and they booed him out the building, and they are still booing him since that day. I honestly don't think Roman wins the Rumble. He will win some sort of number one contenders tournament or sub-Rumble on Raw. But he's not winning the Royal Rumble. It's still up in the air. I've been reading a lot of Finn Balor and I also long shot, but call me crazy, I think Dolph Ziggler wins the Royal Rumble. It's long overdue. It'll definitely be a shock and a stunning victory. And that's really all he needs to accomplish. I mean, he's won Money in the Bank. He's won the world title. He's won the U.S. title. He's won all the straps. He's got to win the big one and go to WrestleMania with the number one contendership. I think all signs point to Dolph Ziggler winning the Royal Rumble, given where his character is in the storyline, where he won the U.S. belt, and then he dropped it for no good reason whatsoever in the middle of the ring, which led to the tournament, which led to Bobby Roode winning the title. I think that was just planting the seeds for Dolph wanting and earning more and bigger and better things, and that's what will happen Sunday night at the Royal Rumble. Dolph Ziggler will win. Call me crazy. I know it's a long shot, but I would love to see it because, I don't know, he'd probably get booed too out of the building. Why not? John, all the big names will be in there. I even have a thinking Undertaker might be in the Rumble, but Dolph Ziggler will win this year's Royal Rumble match. And from there, we go on to the first ever women's Royal Rumble match. Now, there's going to be equal number of women as there are men for their respective Rumble matches. The thing is that there's not even 30 women on the roster, so expect a lot of surprises. It's really going to be the highlight of the show, I believe. God knows who's going to win this match. I mean, they're talking Ronda Rousey, so that's just the big name that's just been floated around there over and over again. And I honestly think she will be in the Rumble, even though she's denied it. That's part of the whole show, guys. I think Ronda Rousey will win the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. She's my A pick. My B pick is Asuka. My C pick, maybe Becky Lynch. I could go down reasons why I think Natalya should win as well. She's one of the longest serving women wrestlers. Same with Tamina. She needs a big moment for her career. But they're all very deserving of such an accomplishment, being the first ever women to win the first ever Royal Rumble match. But I think WWE is going to go with the mainstream headlines and the big pomp and circumstance and get Ronda Rousey in there and having her win the first ever women's Royal Rumble, even though she's denied she's not even going to be there. I call BS on that. And she will be at WrestleMania. And perhaps this will be the first ever women's main event at a WrestleMania we get when Ronda Rousey squares off against Charlotte for this SmackDown Women's Live Championship. Stephanie McMahon did allude to one day perhaps having a women's match main event WrestleMania. And if Ronda Rousey does win the Rumble, I predict that this will be the year where we have a women's match main eventing the show of shows. So that's it. Those are my predictions. This year's edition of the Royal Rumble, live from Philadelphia. Tweet, email, Facebook me your questions, comments, and if you agree, disagree with any of my predictions. Stay tuned sometime after the Rumble for a post-Rumble podcast. I was hoping to do a Raw 25 post-Raw one as well, but I think the ship has sailed, where it's already the weekend, so there's no point in talking about old news at this point. So thanks for listening, guys. Take care, and we'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for listening.